Thomas and Friends, making tracks to great destinations.
Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of his station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you will like them because you helped me to make them. Your loving, Daddy.
The island of Sodor is surrounded by beautiful blue sea. It has fields of green and sandy yellow beaches. There are rivers, streams, and lots of trees where the birds sing. There are windmills and a coal mine and docks where visitors to the island arrive. The island also has lots and lots of railway lines. Who's that puffing down the track? It's Thomas. Hello, Thomas. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the island of Sodor.
Thomas's final inspection. It was a busy day for the engines on Sir Topham Hatt's railway. Gordon was taking passengers across the island. He felt magnificent. Henry was delivering coal to the coaling plant. He was right on time. Percy was pleased to be pulling mail cars. James was happily hauling flatbeds of paint. And Rosie was carefully shuffling trucks in the Nafford yards. But Thomas and Emily was at the finish yard getting repairs. I can't wait to get back to work. I'm taking the school choir to the concert. Emily was ready to go. Goodbye, Thomas, she said. Good luck with your final inspection. Thank you, Emily, tooted Thomas. Then James popped in to deliver his paint. Bust my buffers, he laughed. You broken down, Thomas. No, I haven't, huffed Thomas. You must have, said James. Otherwise, you wouldn't be at the finish yard. What a shame you're not a smart and really useful engine like me. And James puffed away. That made Thomas cross. Sir Topham had arrived. Thomas, he boomed, are you ready to take the school choir to the concert? Nearly ready, sir, said Thomas excitedly. Nearly ready isn't good enough, said Sir Topham Hatt. Thomas didn't want anyone else to take the school choir to their concert. Carrying children was his favorite job. So Thomas decided that he will leave before his final inspection. I'm ready now, sir, he puffed. And Thomas puffed away to collect Annie and Clarabelle. Thomas was shuffling up the line. He began making the strange noises. Annie and Clarabelle knew something was wrong. Something's wrong, clackety-clong, clackety-clong. Something's wrong. But Thomas wasn't listening. The school choir cheered when they saw Thomas. All aboard, chirped Thomas cheerfully as he crackly plunged into Napford Station. Who's making that nasty noise? Wheezed Emily. Emily saw it was Thomas. Did you have your final inspection? Asked Emily. This made Thomas cross. I'm fine, he huffed. And he set off with the choir on board. But Thomas rattled even more. Clackety-clong, clackety-clong. Later, Thomas had to stop at a signal. He was feeling hot and bothered. Toby saw there was something wrong with Thomas. Did you take enough water at the finish yard? He asked. This made Thomas even more cross. There's nothing wrong with me, Toby. Just then the signal changed, and Thomas puffed away. But Thomas was rattling and steaming more and more. Further up the line, Percy was waiting at the crossing. What's happened to you, Thomas? Cried Percy. You look puffed out. Bother, steamed Thomas. He didn't like being told, but there was something wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with me, Percy. I'm okay. The crossing gates opened, and Thomas puffed away. Clackety-clong, said the rattling. Then there was trouble. Thomas began to puff slower and slower. I need a rest, he gasped. Thomas puffed slowly into a sight. Steam burst from his border, and black smoke flew from his funnel. With the final clackety-clong, Thomas broke down. Thomas felt terrible. The school choir began to sing to pass the time. The children will be late for their concert, Thomas wailed sadly. And this will be my fault. I let everyone down. Thomas was upset. Just then, Gordon puffed around the bend. Gordon, I've broken down, groaned Thomas. Sorry, Thomas, steamed Gordon. I will help, but I'm a guaranteed connection. Now what am I going to do? Said Thomas. He was worried. Just then, Thomas heard a whistle. It was James. If I ask James for help, he'll laugh at me again. But I don't want the children to miss their concert. So Thomas tooted as loudly as he can. Stop, he cried. Bust my buffers, laughed James. I said you'll be a broken down little engine. I am, said Thomas, and now I need help. Can you take the children to their concert? Now James didn't laugh at Thomas. He could see that Thomas was broken down and was happy to help his friend. I'll get the children there on time, he wished. Thomas knew he had to be repaired as quickly as possible. Henry was sent to collect Thomas. He soon buckled up and sheltered Thomas back to the finish yard. Before long, Thomas was as good as new. He had even waited for his final inspection. Sir Topham Hatt arrived. You have been very patient, Thomas, and now I have another special job for you. You are to collect the choir and take them home again. Thank you, sir, said Thomas. He was delighted. Clackety clog, nothing is wrong, Thomas laughed. And Thomas smiled all the way to the concert.
The island of Sodor is a wonderful place. Thomas enjoys puffing all over the island. There are lots of special places to visit. Where's this? That's right. It's Knapford Station. Knapford is the biggest and busiest station on the island of Sodor. Visitors arrive and leave, and Sir Topham Hatt's office is there. It's where the engines want to look their best and show everyone how really useful they are. One day, Edward was sick. He couldn't puff. He thought he would be scrapped. So Thomas chuffed into Knapford Station, pulling Edward's train. He wanted to help his friend. Sir Topham Hatt was very surprised to see Thomas with Edward's freight cars. He wanted to see Edward right away. Later, Edward chuffed sadly and slowly into Knapford. He asked Sir Topham Hatt not to scrap him. Sir Topham Hatt told him he was a really useful engine. Edward was relieved. Knapford Station is also where special winter holiday celebrations take place. One winter, Thomas felt very proud. Sir Topham Hatt had asked him to deliver the toys to the new toy shop at Knapford. But on the day of the grand opening, there was trouble. Thomas wanted to collect the toys and the children. He was trying to do too much. Luckily, Henry was there to help his friend. Henry delivered the cars of toys to Knapford, and Thomas chuffed in with the children. The toy shop was a wonderful sight. The children cheered. But there was one engine for whom Knapford Station is a very special place, and that's Percy. A famous artist came to paint the spirit of Sodor. Percy showed the famous artist Knapford Station. The famous artist didn't like Knapford Station at all. This made Percy very cross. He wheezed a cloud of steam. It blew the famous artist's hat right off his head. Percy was very worried, but the famous artist was excited. He wanted to paint Percy. He told him he was the spirit of Sodor. There was a big party at Knapford Station for everyone to see Percy's painting for the first time. So that's why Knapford Station is very special for Percy. There are so many special places on the island of Sodor. Next time, Thomas will show us somewhere else. Toby is waiting at the farm crossing. He notices something in the old oak tree. Can you see what it is? Caught on the branches at the top of the tree, Toby can see a balloon. A bright red balloon. Toby is surprised. When Toby trundles past a babbling brook, he is very surprised to see a frog. A beautiful green frog. Toby can hear it too. Toby cheerfully chuffs past the church when he sees something surprising in the church tower. It's a bird's nest full of baby birds. Toby can hear them too. Toby stops at Farmer McColl's field. What has he seen? There, in the middle of the field, Toby is very surprised to see a mole sitting on a molehill. Well, puffs Toby, whatever next? Toby's day has been full of wonderful surprises. And there are always more surprises on the island of Sodor. All you have to do is look. Here is a picture of James puffing through the countryside. Let's color in the picture. Green first. What's green? James? No, James isn't green. What about the grass and the leaves on the trees? Yes, they're green. Blue next. What can we color in blue? James? No, James isn't blue. What about the sky? Yes, the sky is blue. What color shall we paint James? Red. That's right. James is a beautiful bright red. What a lovely picture. Thomas has 3 different toys to deliver, and there are 3 different groups of children waiting for them. There is a freight car with a scooter, a freight car with a teeter-totter, and a freight car with a ball and goalposts. First, Thomas is going to take a toy to the platform with one child. Which toy should he take? The ball and the goalposts? No, you can't play that game on your own. What about the teeter-totter? No, you need 2 for a teeter-totter. What about the scooter? Is that good for one child? Let's see. Yes, the scooter is just right for one child. Now, Thomas is going to take a toy to the platform with a group of children. Which one should he take? The teeter-totter? A teeter-totter's fun for 2 children, but not for a group of children. What about the ball and goalposts? Yes, there are enough children to make 2 teams. Just right for a game with a ball and 2 goals. Now Thomas has 1 more toy to deliver, and 2 children left to take it to. Is a teeter-totter fun for 2 children? Yes, a teeter-totter is lots of fun for 2 children. Thomas has delivered all the toys, and all the children are happy. Well done, Thomas.